Your ETL job is green. The schedule completed. The row count looks plausible. The dashboard refreshed. So why can the business still refuse to sign off the result? Because a successful run proves that an execution path completed. It does not prove that the fields mean what the business thinks they mean, that the source and target were compared at the same cutoff, that known exceptions were disclosed, or that someone has authority to accept the remaining risk. In this episode, we will separate those responsibilities and turn a vague, looks good, into one of three defensible decisions. Keep the current process, pilot a bounded control layer, or hold the change. Traditional ETL and data integration tools are built to connect systems, extract and transform data, load targets, schedule work, retry failures, and report runtime status. Those capabilities are essential. If your main problem is a missing connector, unreliable scheduling, slow synchronization, or weak runtime monitoring, fix the execution layer first. Acceptance answers a different question. Can a named owner defend the result to another team, an auditor, a buyer, or an operations handover? A pipeline can complete exactly as configured and still apply an outdated mapping. It can load every row and still compare different business windows. It can suppress a known exception and still report green. This is why replacing a stable ETL engine is not the default answer. First, identify whether the failure belongs to execution or to the control and evidence around execution. Use 4 ownership surfaces. First, execution ownership. Who operates the connector, transformation, schedule, retry, and technical recovery? Second, definition ownership. Who confirms what each important field means, which mapping version is approved, and which business window applies? Third, evidence ownership. Who assembles the source and target cutoff, quality checks, exception register, uncovered items, and delivery receipt? Fourth, stop authority. Who can pause the change, reject the result, approve a rerun, or authorize a rollback? One person may hold more than one role, but every role needs a name. The data team is not a sign-off owner. The tool passed is not an acceptance decision. If an owner is missing, the correct state is hold until the responsibility gap is resolved. The smallest useful evidence pack is not a giant audit archive. It is a compact set of items that another person can read back. Start with the review object, one data domain, one source-to-target flow, one approved window, and one decision owner. Then record the execution result, the mapping version, the source and target cutoffs, row or control totals, quality rules, known exceptions, uncovered items, and the recovery path. Add the approval and delivery receipt that identify who reviewed what and when. The cutoff matters. A source total captured at 9 o'clock and a target total captured after a noon correction do not form a valid comparison. A fresh dashboard beside a stale extract can look consistent while proving nothing. Same cutoff evidence does not guarantee correctness, but it makes disagreement visible and reproducible. You can test the boundary in 90 minutes without touching production credentials or customer raw data. Step 1. Inventory one flow. Name the current ETL engine, the data domain, the execution owner, and one real delivery problem. Step 2. Assign ownership. Identify who approves definitions, who signs quality evidence, and who decides to stop or roll back. Step 3. Inspect evidence. Check whether the source and target windows match, whether exceptions and uncovered items are visible, and whether approval and recovery records can be read back. Step 4. Decide. If the current process already provides clear ownership and evidence, keep it. If execution is stable but the responsibility gap is repeated and measurable, consider one bounded pilot. If owners, evidence, or rollback are missing, hold the change. Keep means the existing ETL and operating process are sufficient for this flow. The engine runs reliably, definitions are approved, evidence is reproducible, and stop authority is clear. No new control product is justified. Pilot means the execution engine stays in place, but one low-risk flow needs a clearer control and delivery layer. The pilot should organize the objective, mapping approval, same cutoff evidence, exceptions, rollback boundary, and final receipt. It should not expand automatically to the whole platform. Hold means the decision cannot be defended yet. A required owner is missing. The evidence uses mismatched windows. Sensitive data or credentials would be required. The rollback path is unclear, or production change authority has not been granted. These are decision states, not sales stages. Hold is often the safest, successful outcome of the review. If a pilot is justified, make the stop conditions explicit before work begins. Choose one data domain, one flow, one owner, and one acceptance window. Use redacted field names, roles, and evidence structures where possible. Do not copy credentials, customer records, full topology, or unredacted logs into the review package. Define what the pilot may read, what it may draft, and what still requires human approval. Separate dry run from production execution. Name the rollback decision and the evidence required before any scope expansion. A demo, a passing static check, or a locally rendered report can prove that an artifact exists. It cannot prove production readiness, customer acceptance, or business value. Those require their own authority and read back. The practical takeaway is simple. Keep your ETL engine when it solves the execution problem. Add a bounded control layer pilot only when a repeated responsibility and evidence gap is real. Hold whenever ownership, same cutoff evidence, sensitive data boundaries, production authority, or rollback is unclear. Start with one low-risk flow and one 90-minute review. Write down the 4 owners. Assemble the same cutoff evidence pack. Then choose keep, pilot, or hold. The linked boundary worksheet helps structure that review. It is not an authorization to migrate, write to production, purchase a product, or make a contract commitment. It is a way to make the next decision smaller, safer, and auditable.